צהריים טובים, תודה רבה שאתם מצטרפים אלינו כמובן, קנטור, מר הרצוג, מר כוכבי והגברת אלטשולר. תודה לכם שאתם בפאנל הזה שהוא בעיניי אחד החשובים בימים אלה. אבל מיסטר קנטור, I want to ask you, are there any countries in Europe that are not safe for Jews these days? The microphone. האם ישנן מדינות באירופה שאינן בטוחות ליהודים כיום?
Of course there are such countries, but better say, to be precise and correct, that there are places in the countries where we're definitely not safe for Jews. And for example, some regions of Brussels are not safe for Jews. Some regions of France definitely not safe for Jews. And the best example, sorry to say the best, the strongest example is Malmo, from where the community completely left for Amsterdam, okay? Sweden. And in Sweden, I want to remind you that Malmo is the second biggest city in Sweden and industrial capital. And the whole community, which existed over there for hundreds of years, disappeared. They all moved. So this is the situation.
I have heard recently a senior European commissioner saying that the figures, the numbers that we know about attacks against Jews in Europe are not accurate. Actually, there are much more, and Jews are afraid to go and file complaints. Is this true?
Yes, it is true. Because, you know, at Tel Aviv University, we have a so-called Kantor Center, which is measuring exactly with medical accuracy the level of anti-Semitism in every country. But in some countries, like Great Britain, for example, they do it perfectly. They fix every small and big incident. And in some countries, Jews are covered by the fear to report to the police, and that's why we don't have exact numbers. But I want to tell you very definitely that today the level of anti-Semitism worldwide and in Europe especially is not anymore qualified like latent anti-Semitism. It's a crisis of anti-Semitism. Every year worldwide happening the same number of severe anti-Semitic incidents as in 1938, just a year before the World War II, the year of Kristallnacht.
Okay, בואו נקפוץ רגע ליתרון. Mr. Kantor, I want to discuss the future. And it seems the most eminent problem now is to safeguard the communities in Europe, the Jewish communities. Mr. Herzog said that people are not wearing their kippas in Europe because they're afraid. They became transparent. So what can Startup Nation do for Jewish communities in Europe to safeguard them?
You know, you raised a very important question. You know, according to Confucius, you can't find the black cat in the black room when there is no cat at all over there. Jews can't save themselves in Europe and worldwide as well. And the crisis of anti-Semitism is only secondly about Jews. It's about something else. It's about extremism, which is going to take over the executive power in each country, country by country. And this is the case. And if leaders of the world is going to understand that it is a threat against them and that extremism attacking Jews only because they are the most reliable pillars of the existing societies, historically and today, and only because of this they are the targets. Only after this we can do something to change the situation with anti-Semitism, because we have to fight not only anti-Semitism of Jews, but the extremism of the combined evil of ultra-right, ultra-left, and Islamists.
And are the foreign governments doing enough in order to
Never
to
enough.
save the Jews?
Never enough. But we have, last year, it was exactly 2018, in Austria, we had historically the biggest academical conference about how practically to fight anti-Semitism. As a result, we have 15 recommendations, basic recommendations how to fight anti-Semitism. And majority of these recommendations is not about how Jews have to behave. The majority is about how politicians should do. So that's why the World Holocaust Forum, which we are going to have here in Israel in a couple of weeks, is the exact follow-up of these recommendations. Thank you.
עדי? תודה רבה לכם גם.